Hi, am I in the air?
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
John, I got you.
John, do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear, high as necks on the cloud. Am I in the air? Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better, Voltron transform to DX Don Mega and Unseen. You probably think I'm nice, cause I flow like a stream to your wireless device, and the smoke full of steam on any given night. I'll short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out. Done. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air.
Well, all right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is Don Mega, and I am your host, and I'm so happy that you're here to join me for Season 24, Episode 20, and tonight's show is titled Lemon and Tangerine. You'll figure out what that is. Once again, we are broadcasting live from the Red Dragons radio studios here in lovely Tucson, Arizona on this Monday, August the 8th. That's right. Can you believe it? We're already into our second episode of August. We kicked off the month on last week's episode. It was a fun time. Tonight, I got some non-spoiler movie reviews for you. Got a couple big ones, a couple TV shows, and of course, as always, we're going to get you caught up with all the latest and greatest when it comes to entertainment news, everything that's gone down in the last 7 days or so. So, without further ado, let's jump into it with our non-spoiler movie reviews of the week. And I want to start off with the new number one movie in the United States, and that is Bullet Train. I have been so excited for this movie. This movie was supposed to come out months ago, and then it got delayed to July, and then it got delayed another week to the first weekend of August. And this is our last big blockbuster of 2022. This is the last big summer movie of the 2022 season, and it's been a pretty decent summer, and this is a big one to go out with. So this is directed by David Leitch. I love David Leitch. For those of you that don't know, this is a guy who helped co-direct John Wick. Former stunt double, actually was Brad Pitt's stunt double, which is hilarious, and now we've come full circle to him directing Brad Pitt. But yeah, co-directed John Wick and then spun off to do his own things, did Atomic Blonde, did Hobbs and Shaw, did Deadpool 2. And so if you hear those movies, you think bombastic, badass action. And that's what I think. So when I saw David Leitch doing an all-star ensemble, on this Bullet Train with Brad Pitt leading the way, I was just sold. And then the trailer came out, and I was even more sold. This movie has Brad Pitt, Joey King, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Brian Tyree Henry, Andrew Koji, Hiroku Sanada, Michael Shannon, Bad Bunny, Sandra Bullock, Zazie Beetz, and I'm probably still forgetting people. This thing goes on, and there's even some really cool cameos that pop up in this, so I won't spoil it for you, but it's some pretty cool stuff. So the gist of the movie is a snatch and grab, right? Unlucky assassin Ladybug, which is Brad Pitt's code name, which I love that his name was Ladybug, is determined to do his job peacefully after one too many gigs have gone off the rails. Fate, however, may have other plans, as Ladybug's latest mission puts him on a collision course with lethal adversaries from around the globe, all with connected yet conflicting objectives on the world's fastest train. So Yeah, we're on this bullet train. He thinks it's a real quick snatch and grab. I just got to grab this case and I'll get off on the next stop. But of course, there's other assassins on this train and everybody's got their own motives. So what's awesome about this film is that it's not only great action, but it's really funny. Really, really funny. Brad Pitt is great in this. Aaron Taylor Johnson and Brian Tyree Henry are amazing. And I'm just going to let you know their code names are Lemon and Tangerine. And that is why tonight's show is called Lemon and Tangerine, because these two guys are incredible in this movie and deserve to have their own spinoff. I really hope we get a spinoff down the road of Lemon and Tangerine. So yeah, they're great. Everybody is great in this when they pop up. And some people are in it for shorter periods of time. Some people are in it longer. And it doesn't matter. Everybody plays their role beautifully. So I absolutely love this movie. I saw it in IMAX, and I highly recommend that you go see this in the biggest screen possible. It's a fun ride. I would give Bullet Train 4 out of 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. My next movie is another one that a lot of people are loving as well, and I did too, and that is the new Predator movie. Yes, there is a new Predator movie, but it's kind of in disguise because the movie is called Prey. Now, Prey was in development kind of in secret. During the COVID time, they started putting this movie together, and it was under the 20th Century Fox banner because they own the rights to Predator. And, you know, obviously Disney owns that now, and a lot of the 20th Century Fox movies are going straight to streaming at this point. And that's where Prey fell, because Prey is a Hulu exclusive, and that's where they kind of dropped this one off. When I first heard about this, I was like, I don't think this is going to be a good idea. I don't think this is going to be a good one. Directed by Dan Trachtenberg, basically set in the Comanche Nation in 1717. A fierce and highly skilled warrior named Naru learns the prey she is stalking is a highly evolved alien with technology advanced arsenal. So, yeah, I mean, basically we're going way back in time, right? 1717, and when I hear this on paper, my first thought is, how the F are some Indians gonna beat a predator in 1717, right? With what, a bow and arrow? Like, well, what are they gonna do? You know, we just don't, I mean, you think about the first Predator movie, and you think about, you know, Arnold and all the other beefed up guys that were like in the military, and they all got slaughtered by a predator. So how is this going to work? And even though it is a little bit far-fetched, I got to say they pulled it off. This movie, now I will say, my one critique is that it's very slow in the beginning. It kind of takes a minute to get going, and it just kind of drags a little bit. But once it gets going, this movie's a thrill ride, man. The Predator's menacing, the kills that it has, it's violent, it's brutal. They do go for the R rating. The runtime is excellent on this. It's only an hour 40, which is perfect. And some of the final battles are just incredible. The last like 45, 50 minutes of this movie is top notch, man. It is really, really badass. So at the end of the day, I walked away from this thing being like, yo, Prey might be the second best Predator movie we've ever had. You know, we've had a lot of them. But this one here was it was a ton of fun, and I love the way it played out. So I would give this one 4 out of 5 stars as well, and I highly recommend you check this out. If you got Hulu, do it. If you don't got Hulu, get Hulu, and then do it, okay? Prey is definitely something you should be checking out. So 2 great movies for you guys, man. Bullet Train in theaters right now, 4 out of 5. Prey on Hulu, 4 out of 5. And on a quick side note, because I don't know much about it, but there was another kids movie that came out this weekend exclusively on Apple TV Plus, and it was called Luck. I did not watch Luck, but my daughter did, and my daughter said it was great. She really, really enjoyed it. She was asking me to watch it with her a second time. I just don't, I mean, it looks cute, but it's just not my type of kid movie, so she kind of watched it on her own over the weekend. So I just wanted to shout that out, that hey, if you're looking for something for the kids, check out Luck over on Apple TV Plus. I think they're going to dig that. If my daughter digged it, I think most kids will dig it. So there you go on the movie side. And then, let's see here, switching gears on over to the TV side. The big new show of the weekend was Sandman. This show has been in production for quite some time. This is something they've been working on for a while. Based on the graphic novels, I don't even know how to explain Sandman, but this is a highly anticipated show. It just came out this weekend on Netflix. And they released the trailer at Comic-Con, and I watched the trailer, and I thought it looked excellent. So I wanted to jump in this weekend, but I didn't have a lot of time, so I only watched the first episode. And funny story is I start watching it, and I'm about 10 minutes in, and I'm thinking, God, this show fucking sucks. This really is dragging, and I'm just not liking it. And then I get a text from my boy Friggins, and he's like, hey, I see you're watching Sandman. That show is so awesome. And I was like, oh, God, here we go. This is not awesome. I actually struggled to get through the film. Or through the first episode. I mean, not even the film, the first episode. And now I'm wondering to myself, will I even want to continue this show? That's really, truly where I'm at with it. And I give every show at least 3 episodes typically. But that first episode was so rough for me, I don't know if I can go back to it. I will probably watch at least the second episode and then make up my mind. But I just want to say I'm probably not the demographic for this show. This has got dragons, and it's a little bit kind of sci-fi, spiritual, supernatural, Game of Thronesy. Like, I don't know, it's all over the place, and that's not my kind of genres, and maybe that's why I didn't connect with it. But for the people that do connect with that kind of stuff, I hear great things. Like, people are saying it's very faithful to the adaptation. It's a very faithful adaptation, very faithful to the books. I've heard nothing but great things. I feel like I'm going to be the one negative Nancy over here when it comes to this show. And I wanted to like it because I love the trailer. And maybe it will get better. But, you know, my boy Friggin said it doesn't get more action. It's kind of slow. And it's just hard for me with shows like that. So at this point, I can't really recommend Sandman. But once again, I do want to preface that I'm not the typical audience for this. What I am a typical audience for is Beavis and Butthead. So let me transition. Yeah. From Sandman to Beavis and Butthead, because I grew up on Beavis and Butthead, guys, and I know it's stupid as shit. But there's a revival that just came out. They did a little TV movie on Paramount Plus last month, and now they actually revived the TV show. And I watched the first episode, and I laughed, man. I laughed. It's still stupid as shit, but there's something nostalgic about those two stupid asses. So if you like Beavis and Butthead, if you grew up on it like me and you want to check out some new stuff, the new season is streaming on Paramount Plus. And speaking of Paramount Plus, I also finally finished Halo, and with how long it took me to finish it, you could probably tell how I felt about it. This is a show that I thought started off very, very strong and just completely shit the bed as it went on. By the time I finished, it was more of a chore for me to get through the episodes, and that's very unfortunate because I was looking so forward to Halo, and at the end of the day, it was just meh. It has its moments, but the show is very slow for being a Halo show, and I'm hoping when they come back for season 2 that they amp it up just a bit. All right. So that's my stuff, man. That's my reviews. That's what I got for you guys. Over, once again, on the movie side, Bullet Train, 4 out of 5 in theaters. Prey, 4 out of 5 on Hulu. Check out Luck on Apple TV+. Beavis and Butthead, the new season, is streaming on Paramount+. Sandman, all episodes now streaming on Netflix. And Halo, if you want to check it out, is on Paramount+ as well. All right, let's talk box office, guys. Coming in number 10, it's The Black Phone, which, by the way, this Friday, The Black Phone will start streaming on Peacock. So for those of you that missed it in theaters, it'll finally hit streaming this Friday on Peacock. Coming in number 9, it's Elvis, which Elvis just hit VOD tomorrow, actually, so you can check that out. Easter Sunday is number 8. Number 7 is Where the Crawdads Sing. Number 6 is Top Gun Maverick. Number 5 is Minions Rise of Gru. Number 4 is Thor Love and Thunder. Number 3 is Nope. Number 2 is DC League of Super Pets. And the new number 1 movie, like we talked about, Bullet Train, baby, coming in with a bullet at number 1 with $30.1 million to lock in that spot. So nice debut there for Brad Pitt and company. And that's your box office. And now let's switch gears and get into our news of the week. All right, so this is all the stuff that dropped within the last 7 days or so. And once again, if there's any fuller news of anything that I talk about, head on over to our Twitter page or our Facebook page and check out the full articles if you are interested. All right, jumping right into news, man. You know, the movie Roadhouse. Do you remember that one? Patrick Swayze, classic 80s movie. They've been trying to remake this film for quite some time, and a couple of years ago they were going to do it and kind of gender swap, and they were going to have Ronda Rousey be the lead. That never went through. Well, now we are moving forward with a new Roadhouse starring Jake Gyllenhaal. That's right. Directed by Doug Liman, who is an awesome director. He's got Jake Gyllenhaal. This is going to be an Amazon Prime exclusive. And I'm down, man. I'm down. I love Jake Gyllenhaal. Roadhouse is classic. I would love to see a new version. And let's go, baby. Let's go. Now, probably the biggest news, let's just jump right into it, because probably the biggest news of the last week, we all knew there was a Batgirl movie coming, right? With Leslie Grace putting on the cowl, Michael Keaton coming back as Batman, Brendan Fraser being the bad guy, directed by the dudes that did Bad Boys for Life. They directed most of Miss Marvel. I mean, the pieces were all there. J.K. Simmons coming back as Jim Gordon. I was ready for Batgirl, dude. Ready. Movie finished filming months ago, and they were putting the final touches on it. Well, HBO Max, Warner Brothers, everyone involved, movie's been canned. That's right, Batgirl will not be released. They are actually using this movie as a tax write-off. How insane is that? The movie is done, and they're going to write it off. Lots of conflicting things out there. A lot of things say test screenings just said the movie was horrible. Poor test screenings, you know, that the movie was not salvageable. Even with some reshoots, different things going back, Warner Brothers lost hope on this movie. And they have a new head at Warner Brothers. And this new guy, David Zaslav, he's not playing around. This guy will cancel you in a heartbeat if he doesn't feel you fit his motto. And he says, you know what? DC is the main thing for Warner Brothers, and we want to only put out great content. And unfortunately, Batgirl does not fit that. The movie is too expensive to put on HBO Max, and it's not expensive enough to put in the movie theater. So it kind of falls in this weird spot where it just makes more sense for them to write it off and not put any more money into it to finish it. Because yes, they're done filming, but there was still a lot of effects and things they had to do to it. The movie was supposed to be about an $80 million budget. Supposedly it was around $90 million by the time they were done, and they were going to have to still put more money into it to finish it up. So they're saying, we're going to call it good. So Batgirl has been shelved, and if it is a tax write-off, we're never going to see this movie. Ever. Like, there's no hope. Like, hey, in a couple years, like the Snyder Cut, like, we're just going to get this awesome Batgirl movie to pop up. They're not going to be allowed to show it if it's a tax write-off. So that's what's crazy, is that it's not like, oh, we're going to shelve it and we'll see what happens down the road. This is insane. I can't believe we're not going to get this movie. You know, and the crazy thing is everyone found out about it at the same time. So when the news is dropping for us, Leslie Grace is finding out. The directors are finding out. Everybody's being blindsided. Like, what? Our movie's not going to come out? Horrible way to do business. Horrible. Let me get the... give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up the statement here from the directors of Batgirl and read you what they said. All right, they said, "We are saddened and shocked by the news. We still can't believe it. As directors, it is critical that our work be shown to audiences. And while the film was far from finished, we wish that fans all over the world would have had the opportunity to see and embrace the final film themselves. Maybe one day they will, inshallah. Our amazing cast and crew did a tremendous job and worked so hard to bring Batgirl to life. We are forever grateful to have been part of the team. It was a dream to work with such fantastic actors like Michael Keaton, J.K. Simmons, Brendan Fraser, Jacob Scipio, Corey Johnson, Rebecca Front, and especially the great Leslie Grace, who portrayed Batgirl with so much passion, dedication, and humanity. In any case, as huge fans of Batman since we were little kids, it was a privilege and an honor to have been a part of the DCEU, even if it was for a brief moment. Batgirl for life." So, real sad, man. Real bummer to hear, to see. Leslie Grace really bummed out, but we're very proud to be able to have worn the cape for even a minute. Hell of a story, guys. Hell of a story. Definitely a bummer here. Okay, let's try to move on here. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Now, we knew the holiday special was coming, but there was no confirmation from Kevin Feige about where does this fall in the MCU timeline. And James Gunn has supposedly said that it is an epilogue to Phase 4. So it's not really a part of Phase 4, but it's an epilogue. So like kind of a little addition, a little tack on.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Zedcast, brought to you by Zeducation, the YouTube channel. Here in the podcast, we cover all things trending from politics to sports to pop culture, as well as some not-so-trending news headlines, to try and keep you in the loop of what's going on in the world without raising your blood pressure. We compare Fox News and CNN left and right, and we try to decipher what the actual truth is. Every morning, we give you a half-hour briefing on all that's happening in the world so you can shut off the internet for the rest of the day and enjoy your life without having to throw your remote at the TV. Come join the Zed community every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Central Time by clicking the link in the show notes of your podcasting app.
So, so that's where the holiday special falls into play. And by the way, don't forget this Wednesday, I Am Groot debuts on Disney+. So we talked about how Marvel also has D23 coming up at the Marvel Expo, the Disney Expo, and we have some panels posted up so you can see when some of your stuff is going to happen, if it's maybe something you're going to go to over at D23, so keep that in mind. All right, Godzilla vs. Kong is underway. They're currently filming, and the working title for the movie is Origins. So is it a prequel? Are we getting the starts of Godzilla and Kong? We'll have to see. You know, a lot of times the working titles have nothing to do with the actual film, so take that for what it is. We have the Season 4 trailer for Atlanta, so check that out. I really should watch this show. I hear nothing but great things. Elizabeth Moss is set to lead a new thriller drama from the Peaky Blinders creator. It's going to be called The Veil. We have the trailer for Lost Ollie. That's right, The Unbelievable Journey, coming to Netflix. It's a live-action animated series, if you know Ollie, the little stuffed animal-looking creature. More people not coming back for Season 4 of Sex Education. I don't know what's going on with this show. I don't watch this show, but I feel like almost every week on my show, I have to talk about someone not returning for this next season. So I'm very curious what's going on behind the scenes here, that many people are dropping like flies. The Boys Season 4 is going to be adding 2 new female soups to the team, so that should be pretty interesting there. New horror film Nanny is going to be getting a limited theatrical release, and then will be going to Prime Video for its full debut. Cameron Monaghan comments slightly on about his live-action Cal Kestis rumors in the Star Wars universe. It sounds like there's a lot of rumors that he's going to be doing a live-action show, maybe for Disney Plus, based on the video game character that he portrays. Of course, he played coy, but said, there's talks. So we'll leave it at that. The Exorcist, we're getting a new Exorcist movie that's kind of in the vein of like Halloween, that it takes place after the original many, many years later. And Ann Dowd is joining Ellen Bernstein in the sequel that is also directed by David Gordon Green. Working Girl, we're getting a reboot of that. Selena Gomez is going to produce and star in the reboot for 20th Century Studios. So there you go, a new Working Girl. First Kill, the new show First Kill, which I think just came out last month, has already been canceled after just 1 season over on Netflix. So bummer there. Good Trouble has been renewed for Season 5 over on Freeform. CSI Vegas is looking for a new medical examiner in the wake of Mel Rodriguez's exit. So yes, but they've also brought on Sarah Amini as the new medical examiner that will be replacing Mel Rodriguez in the show. American Horror Story Season 11 has been confirmed for a fall premiere, of course, over on FX. So yes, some more American Horror Story continues. I'm watching American Horror Stories right now. 3 episodes have been out. They're just okay, man. I don't know. I think maybe that show struggles to, in that 1 hour format, to have something that really kind of grabs your interest. American Horror Story has a whole season to kind of suck you in, and these American Horror Stories they feel too rushed, I think, to try to get everything done in 45 minutes basically. So but I'll keep seeing them. The newest episode wasn't too bad with Bella Thorne. I thought that one was pretty nice. All right, Station 19 is going to be making some new series regulars of 3 actors ahead of its season 6 premiere. So you can take a look at there, see who's coming. Everybody Still Hates Chris. That's right, an animated reboot has been ordered to series over at Paramount Plus. Chris Rock will be returning as the narrator and executive producer. So, yes, it is animated, but it's going to be called Everybody Still Hates Chris. So, I love it. I love that show when it was on. Showtime has canceled The First Lady. So, big hit there for Showtime. This was a star-studded show that's also been canceled after just 1 season. Let's see here. Oh, Warner Brothers, on top of Batgirl, has also decided to shelve the new Scoob Holiday Hunt. So yeah, this was going to be the sequel to the movie Scoob that came out a couple years ago. My daughter really liked this one. Scoob Holiday Haunt was going to come out, and they already spent over $40 million on this animated feature, but they're going to do another write-off with this one as well too. So crazy, man. Could it have really been that bad? Like, it's just shocking to me to think that it could be that bad to not release at all and not get any money. Lightyear is now streaming on Disney Plus for those of you that missed it in theaters, so make sure that you check that out. So Leslie Grace, she said, "Hello, family. On the heels of the recent news about our movie Batgirl, I am proud of the love, hard work, and intention of all our incredible cast and tireless crew put into this film over 7 months in Scotland." She went on to elaborate, like I said, that she was very happy to get to wear the cape and honored to be, the superhero that we all wanted her to be. So I'm sure she did an awesome job, man. Definitely not a reflection on her. She is so good in the Heights. And then the directors, Adila Arbi and Bilal Falal, as the statement I read earlier when we were doing the news article. Now, take this for what it is, but Patton Oswalt was on one of the morning shows a couple days ago, and he said, Marvel has announced that we're doing Eternals 2, and Chloe Zhao is going to return to direct it. Which the whole rest of the world said, is they? Are they? Are we really? What are we doing? Eternals 2 was never announced. It was never announced. Of course, Chloe Zhao coming back was never announced. Now, I'm not doubting that they could do an Eternals 2, but this was not officially announced, and it was funny to see Patton Oswalt so officially say, yep, it's happening. We're doing Eternals 2, and Chloe Zhao's returning to direct. So, could that be breaking news? It could be. Is it going to happen? It could be. But we'll have to wait for the official word from Marvel, which I'm sure they'll do at D23 now that Patton's let it slip, if it is something they're going to do. But possible Eternals 2 happening with Chloe Zhao. So there you go. Rumor has it that Aquaman 2 and Shazam 2 might get their release dates moved again. Now, this is just because of the whole shuffle and everything going on with Warner Brothers. Who knows? This is nothing official. This is just some rumblings that we're hearing. So we'll definitely keep you posted on anything that happens there. We got the showrunner for the upcoming Star Wars show Andor talking about why K2SO is not in the Rogue One prequel. So check that out if you're interested. Basically, long story short, these early episodes are 5 years ago, before Rogue One, so they wanted to save him for season 2 when we get closer to the Rogue One stories. So that's basically what it is. The White Lotus season 2 looks like it's going to come out in September, so that's pretty cool there. I know a lot of people are very excited for that one. We got an article up with David Leitch talking about not returning for Deadpool 3, and basically that whole conversation, so check that out if you're interested. Ellen Pompeo is set to lead a new orphan-inspired limited drama for Hulu. And then with that, she's going to be doing a reduced workload on Grey's Anatomy for their new season, because she'll be kind of doing double duty. Marvel has dropped Assembled, the making of Miss Marvel, over on Disney Plus, so you can check that out if you're interested. The Mighty Ducks Game Changers Season 2, baby, coming at the end of August. Oh, no, sorry, the end of September, my bad. My daughter loves this show. We watched this one as a family, so looking forward to a new season there. She-Hulk, slightly delayed by 1 day. That's right, this show was going to come out on August 17th, which is a Wednesday. It's now going to be August 18th, which is a Thursday. So very interesting. Marvel has always dropped new episodes on Wednesdays. Now it looks like they're moving to Thursdays. So Still very excited. Like we said, we're going to get I Am Groot starting this Wednesday on the 10th. And then we got She-Hulk on the 18th. So let's go. Okay. Writing has begun on the final season of Stranger Things. So we're getting things underway. Idris Elba is going to team up with David Leitch for an adaptation of the Dark Horse comic Bang. Sounds like a perfect combo to me. That's all I need to know. Let's go. Let's see here. Andor Rogue One prequel series will only run 2 seasons. So there you go. So first season is 5 years ago. Second season is going to lead right into Rogue One. And you got Rogue One to take you the rest of the way. So there's confirmation there. Conor McGregor is going to be joining Jake Gyllenhaal in the Roadhouse reboot. So we already got some casting news there. I like it. The Alien TV series, the scripts are finished, and the show will begin filming next year. Very excited for this Alien TV series. Got some high hopes for this one here. The She-Hulk team is teasing a fun side of Daredevil, and that they have great chemistry between the 2 actors of She-Hulk and Daredevil. People are gonna love it, and this just gets me so stoked. I can't wait to see Matt Murdock pop up on She-Hulk and see a little Daredevil. Days of Our Lives. It's going to be moving exclusively to Peacock. That's right. The show, the long-running soap opera that has ran for like 80 years is no longer going to air on NBC. They're forcing these old people to sign up for Peacock to continue to watch their stories. Days of Our Lives is something I even grew up on. My mom loved Days of Our Lives. This was always on the TV. And it's just kind of interesting that they're moving it to Peacock. They're going to make people subscribe to get more Days of Our Lives. Not airing on NBC anymore. Very, very interesting. So there you go. Get ready. Better save up them $5 a month. Sex Education's Nikuti Gatwa is actually returning for the upcoming season 4. So we've been talking about all the people that are not coming back for season 4. He's coming back. So there you go. NCIS and NCIS Hawaii are going to cross over again with their season premiere. So that's awesome there. Congratulations. Big Sky season 3. I love this show, by the way. I'm actually almost done with season 2 right now. I was way delayed on season 2. Love season 1. Season 2 for some reason got away from me. I'm binging it right now. Love this show. Season 3, Jensen Ackles is going to be playing a new sheriff. And we have a new teaser trailer for the upcoming season. So check that out. Dancing with the Stars sets a September premiere date for the Disney Plus debut. So very cool there. Like we talked about, Ellen Pompeo is going to be scaling back on Grey's Anatomy workload, and she will be in a limited capacity for the upcoming season 19. Sony's animated Garfield movie starring Chris Pratt and Samuel L. Jackson has been given a release date, and it will now come out on February 16th, 2024. Warner Brothers has set a release date for The Joker 2. That's right, The Joker Folie à Deux is going to return to theaters on October 4th, 2024. And they have confirmed that Lady Gaga will be in the movie. She's going to be playing Harley Quinn. So there you go, man. Joker sequel coming in a couple years. We are ready to rock. FX Fargo's season 5 will be more comedic in tone. So I like that. We need more comedy in our lives. We need to smile more. So get ready. HBO Max and Discovery Plus are going to merge into one streaming service. It'll happen next summer of 2023. We're going to be combining the 2 streamers into one, and I'm sure it'll have a brand new name. So there you go on that. Mohamed Diab and Oscar Isaac are teasing Moon Knight Season 2. That's right, they're in Cairo right now. And a TikToker saw them on a boat and said, "Hey, are you guys here for Moon Knight Season 2? And Mohamed Diab, he was like, "Are we live right now?" And then Oscar Isaac literally jumps into the camera frame and goes, "Well, why would we be in Cairo?" So I don't know if he was just messing with this chick or what, but it sounds like we might be scouting and getting ready for a Moon Knight Season 2. So there you go. Omar Sy is set to star in Peacock's The Killer, which is a reimagining from John Woo. Keanu Reeves is going to actually lead a television series. It's a new thriller over at Hulu called The Devil in the White City. Oh, it's going to be an upcoming limited drama title, an 8-episode order over on Hulu. So cool to see Keanu, man, stepping into that streaming stuff. The Bike Riders, the new film being put together, is going to star Jodie Comer, Tom Hardy, and Austin Butler. Very, very cool there. RuPaul's Drag Race star Shea Coulee is set to star in Disney Plus's Ironheart series. The Supergirl movie is unlikely to move forward at Warner Brothers, is the rumor that's going around right now. Of course, Supergirl is going to make her debut in the Flash movie, and they were looking to spin that off into her own film, but with the shuffle and everything, it's looking like we're going to maybe put a pause on that. We have the teaser trailer for Do Revenge, which stars Maya Hawke and Camila Mendes, they play enemies in the upcoming Netflix comedy. Sony's Madame Web movie has just added actress from Girls, Zozia Mamet. I like her. She was really good in The Flight Attendant, so glad to see her join up with Madame Web. We have the trailer for Banshees of Inisherin. Brendan Gleeson and Colin Farrell are not friends anymore, so check this out, the upcoming drama. Deadpool 3, Ryan Reynolds has officially begun training for the MCU sequel, so this is getting closer, guys. We're getting ready for some Deadpool. I'm super, super stoked. So the new guy behind Warner Brothers, we canceled Batgirl. We're talking about a lot of stuff. He's come out and said that he is making DC the priority of Warner Brothers, and he wants to put together a 10-year plan. He said, just like Marvel. Marvel has everything mapped out. We want to do the same thing. We're going to make DC Studios, and we're going to have our own Kevin Feige, and we're going to put together a 10-year plan that will map out the DC universe, and I want the central figures to be the Trinity, right? Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. That we need these Trinity at the top leading the way, and the rest will fall in line. So I'm very excited to hear about this. I love DC. I would love to see a more focus on it. Now we just need confirmation that Henry Cavill comes back and we can roll. I'm guessing that's why Supergirl will be paused, because we're going to get another Superman movie. That's just my guess. Let's see how it plays out. So there you go. James Franco is set to play Fidel Castro in a new movie called A Line of Cuba. There you go. HBO Max exclusive movies are being quietly removed from the streaming service. This makes no sense. Exclusive HBO Max movies quietly being pulled off the streamer. Why? Some TV shows are being removed. These movies are being removed. And it doesn't make any sense. They're HBO Max originals. Why are they not staying on HBO Max? Something more is going on with this whole merger that just happened and the new leadership. It's very interesting. Don't know much more, but it's very, very interesting. The new animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie is going to be called Mutant Mayhem. That's right, and it's going to be in theaters August 4th, 2023. So we're just about a year away from that. It's executive produced by Seth Rogen, which is very, very cool.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
If you're feeling politically homeless or part of the silent majority that won't stay quiet anymore, Stuck in the Middle with Who is a podcast just for you. I'm veteran reporter Andy Gallagher, a British-American journalist trying to navigate the high-stakes political landscape.
Woke up on January 7th last year wondering if we can keep this American experiment going.
Asking questions others won't.
What does woke even mean? Does that mean I'm awake?
And sometimes enjoying my special guests.
We live in a country where people in Mississippi are eating shoe leather.
Join me on Stuck in the Middle with Who, and maybe we can get through this together.
All right, moving along, y'all. Like I said, The Black Phone hits Peacock on August 12th. 13 Lives is the new Ron Howard movie that is now streaming on Prime Video. I do want to watch this one, just haven't had a chance yet, so definitely be checking that out. Got an article up with Tim Roth talking about Abomination coming back and why he came back. DC Films president Walter Hamada nearly quit following the Batgirl cancellation, so we'll see what happens with Hamada. I've heard some things. I've heard that he might stay on until Black Adam is released, and then he's going to step away, but it sounds like he's not going to be heading up the DC side much longer at all. Dave Bautista is in talks to star in an upcoming movie over on Netflix called Unleashed, so love Bautista. Hey man, new projects are awesome. Kevin Feige personally responded to the Batgirl cancellation, reached out to the directors and really hyped them up and said how talented they were and how he felt bad for them. And it's just really nice of Kevin Feige to speak out. I love that dude so much. So much. Kathy Bates and Lisa Koshy are joining Netflix's Nicole Kidman-led movie, a new rom-com that they're putting together. Actually doesn't have a title yet, but nice addition. Laura San Giacomo is set to play the Christmas Witch in the upcoming Disney Plus holiday series, The Santa Clauses. Bullet Train brought in $4.6 million in the Thursday preview, so nice little start there. We have a new teaser trailer for She-Hulk, which shows a full kind of shot of Matt Murdock, Daredevil, in his red and yellow suit, so it's very, very cool to see. It looks just like his Netflix suit, just they changed the coloring up, so I like it, man. Over on Big Sky again, Season 3, they've casted Rosanna Arquette to be in the new season, so nice little addition there. The Flash's Grant Gustin comes out and talks about the bittersweet end for The Flash. Remember, The Flash is going to be on its last season next year, and he says, I'm very excited to finish on our terms. So any show that knows it's going into its last season does have a very nice journey to kind of end their own way. So I'm very happy that they get that after 9 seasons. Ink Master is returning on Paramount Plus, and Joel Madden is going to host the revival, along with Dave Navarro returning as Master of Chaos. And you can also meet the new judges, so we got an article up breaking down the new Ink Master. Welcome to Flatch. Jamie Presley is joining the Season 2 cast as a divorced realtor. I didn't even know this show got renewed. This show was supposed to be on Fox, and then they dumped it on Hulu with no press, and I was like, oh, they've totally given up on this show. And then this news comes out, and I'm like, there is a Season 2? I don't remember this show getting renewed, but I love Jamie Presley. I want to see it. I think the show looks hilarious, so it's on my queue, and we'll see what happens at Welcome to Flatch. There you go. Like I said, HBO is also quietly removing some shows like Vinyl, Camping, and some more have been removed from HBO Max as well. Why? I don't know. It's just like the movies. They're just vanishing. The View has added Alyssa Farah Griffin as a permanent conservative co-host for season 26. An Outlander prequel series, Blood of My Blood, focused on Jamie's parents, is officially in development over on Starz. Abbott Elementary leads the TV Critics Award winner, so congratulations. I love Abbott Elementary. Very, very cool there. Anne Hesh, hospitalized after a car crash fire in LA. So very, very scary. She crashed into a home and caught on fire, and she is currently in a coma. So prayers out to Anne Hesh. Hopefully she can pull through on that. Let's see here. Make sure you follow us on TikTok. We got video reviews up of DC League of Super Pets, Prey, Bullet Train. Check out our video reviews. I always do quick thoughts, less than 60 seconds, let you know about these movies. So definitely follow us on TikTok. If you don't do TikTok, I also share them on Instagram as well. So make sure you follow us. Just search Am I on the Air? And I think you'll appreciate it. All right. Let's see here. What do we got left? James Gunn confirmed that we have nothing to worry about for Peacemaker Season 2. He says everything is on pace to move forward, and they're not getting canceled or moved, anything with all the Warner Brothers stuff. People started getting real nervous, but he says no, Peacemaker is confirmed to be safe. Mike Tyson slams Hulu over the upcoming miniseries Mike. He says they stole my life story, and heads are going to roll. So, ooh, baby. Of course, Mike comes on Hulu here in the next week or two, but yeah, he's not happy about it. Queen Sugar's final season getting a September premiere date over on the OWN network. Seth MacFarlane says the Orville's renewal odds are about 50-50 currently, but the show is going to start streaming on Disney Plus, and he says that could be the game changer. If a lot of people start watching on Disney Plus, it'll really lean the renewal odds in their favor, so I like that. Megan Thee Stallion is going to guest star as Tina Snow on Starz' P-Valley. Sorry, one sec here. We talked about that. Oh, congratulations to Top Gun Maverick. It passed Titanic as the 7th highest grossing release in domestic box office history. So very cool there. Also, congratulations to Jordan Peele's Nope as it passed $100 million, which is a remarkable box office achievement for an original film. So very, very cool there. Despite being comic book nemesises, Shazam and Black Adam don't appear to be crossing paths anytime soon, despite both characters having upcoming movies and works at DC. So, yes, we know they're very tied together, but it doesn't look like they're going to jump right into that anytime soon. So, I know they kind of want to build those up first. Let's see here. Giancarlo Esposito, he was doing a talk over the weekend, and he says he has spoke with Marvel, and he would love to play Professor X. be a very interesting choice. I love Giancarlo Esposito, so I would let him be whatever. I think he'd be a great Magneto. He could be a great Professor X. He could be a great anything. So interesting. Love that he's already talked with them, and we'll see what happens. Tom Cruise says he wants to continue working with Christopher McQuarrie, and that they're already looking at musical projects, thrillers, and a whole bunch more. And they're also looking at doing a Les Grossman. Remember, Les Grossman was the character Tom Cruise played in Tropic Thunder, and then there was rumors for a while that they were going to do a spinoff. Well, he says they still want to do something with that, so there you go. Maybe we'll get it. Kaylee Cuoco is going to move, as she's going to lead a new Peacock dark comedy series called Based on a True Story. So there you go, man. Of course, she doesn't know if the flight attendant's going to get renewed or not. She doesn't think it will be, so that's why she's already signing on to this one here and making the jump from HBO over to Peacock. Live action Pac-Man is in the works. Okay, we'll leave that there. There's some rumors going around that The Punisher might be coming back with John Bernthal. Rosario Dawson said something at a Comic-Con a couple days ago, but then she's already backtracked on it and said, oh no, my words got kind of twisted. So we'll leave that in the rumor pile for right now, but maybe we'll be getting another Punisher. We will see. Zazie Beetz is in talks to return for Joker 2. That would be awesome. In some sad news earlier today, Grease star Olivia Newton-John passed away at the age of 73. You're the one that I want. I love Olivia Newton-John, of course. Just classic, coming off Grease and everything else. So definitely thoughts and prayers with her family and friends. Hulu sitcom satire Reboot, starring Keegan-Michael Key, will premiere with the first 3 episodes on Tuesday, September 20th. So once again, that's on Hulu. I'm looking real forward to the show. I think it's going to be awesome. The new season of Fargo has added Stranger Things' Joe Keery and Lamorne Morris to the season 5 cast. Love both these guys, so great additions. Netflix's Q-Force has been canceled after just 1 season. Will Trent crime drama adaptation starring Ramon Rodriguez has been ordered over at ABC. The L Word Generation is going to be promoting spoiler alert, to a series regular for the upcoming season, and has also added 4 more people to the cast, including Margaret Cho. So very interesting there. Let's see. Oh, The White Lotus, it looks like it got delayed a little bit. It's going to actually debut in October with season 2. So The White Lotus season 2 coming in October. And Sonic the Hedgehog 3, big news that just came out. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 has been dated for Christmas of 2024. So a lot sooner than I thought we were going to get it. So big addition there for Sonic, which those Sonic movies have been great. So very much like those. Both of them have been awesome, and would be very happy to see a third. And that, my friends, brings us to the end. That is the end of our show. That is the news of the week. And I hope you feel caught up. I hope you feel knowledge. And we'll leave that there. So amiontheair.com is our official webpage. Make sure you bookmark it. And then, of course, follow the socials, right? Facebook.com/amiontheair. Follow at amiontheair on Twitter. Of course, follow us on all the socials, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Just search Am I on the Air and give us a follow. Subscribe on Apple Podcast. If Apple's not your thing, we're on Spotify, Amazon Music, Pandora, Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Podcasts. We're on all the podcast platforms, so make sure you subscribe to whichever one works for you. iHeartRadio is another. Just subscribe. I don't care where you do it. Follow along for the ride. And, of course, our great affiliates at reddragonsradio.com, at the Pop Culture Pros. So make sure you follow along with our affiliates as well. Great podcasting network that are out there. And that'll do it for us here on this Monday, August the 8th. I thank you so much for joining me and getting caught up. I hope you all have an amazing week. We'll see what next week holds for us. And until next time, y'all, take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Red Dragon!
Red Dragon!